BookTube, my name is Nadine, welcome back to my channel. So I have started a reading around the states challenge. So this was my first month and I spent it in New York. It doesn't finish for another week, so I've got another week before I film my review of that. But I've really been enjoying my little challenge so far. I announced in the previous video that the next area that I will be taking my imaginary journey to is Connecticut, and so today I'm going to choose my Connecticut read and also tell you where the next leg of the journey is going and when. So if you would like to join in and read the book with me, that would be fantastic, but if not, I'll travel on alone, it's fine. So, my Connecticut choices. So I took all of these from a Goodreads list and I know nothing about them. I picked them based solely on their title or their cover. So here is the list. Number 1, Connecticut Ghost Stories and Legends by Thomas D'Agostino. Number 2, Ghost Stories and Legends of Southwestern Connecticut by Donna Kent, picked solely because I saw it was available on Kindle Unlimited for free. 3, Night Blindness by Susan Strecker. 4, Allergic to Death, which is a gourmet delight mystery number 1 by Peg Cochran. 5, The Rathbones by Janice Clark. 6, Winter by Josh Lanyon, which is the Haunted Heart number 1. 7, Death Overdue, The Haunted Library Mysteries number 1 by Alison Brooke. 8, A Veiled Deception, which is a vintage magic mystery number 1 by Annette Blair. 9, The Ice Storm by Rick Moody. 10, Books Can Be Deceiving, which is Library Lovers Mystery number 1 by Jen McKinley. 11, Last Night at the Lobster by Stuart O'Nan. 12, Ginger Pie by Eleanor Estes. 13, The Best Kind of People by Zoe Whittall. 14, Stepford Wives by Ira Levin. 15, A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallero. 16, Revolutionary Road by Richard Yates. 17, Vision in White by Nora Roberts. And finally 18 is Christie's Great Idea, Babysitters Club number 1 by Anne M. Martin. So if you've read any of these, let me know, because even if they don't get picked randomly, I will try to get to more books anyway. Or if there's anything that you know that was set in the state that's really good that I haven't seen, again, let me know. So, before I used a random number generator to pick the book last month, this month the laptop is in the bedroom and my partner is asleep. He works nights and I'm not going to disturb him. So instead, I have done this. So I'm going to randomly choose a book. Number 8, which is A Veiled Deception, which is a vintage magic mystery number 1 by Annette Blair. So that is the book. Something that did strike me when I was looking down the list is there are an awful lot of cozy mystery type stories set in Connecticut by the sound of it. And any of the synopsis that I read for any of the other books, they all seem to be set in like exclusive communities or prep schools, or you know, somebody's got this high-flying job. So I don't know, is Connecticut a particularly affluent area of America? Guess I'll find out. I'm really looking forward to speaking to you about New York as well, actually. It's been very enlightening. Okay, so the next leg of the journey. So I'm going to spend about a month in Connecticut. And from there, I'm going to Massachusetts. And that will be on Tuesday the 27th of July. And because I'm an absolute nerd, I have planned the trip. First, I looked for flights, but I couldn't seem to find any direct flights. So everything was taking like 12 hours. And as I said before, I am not a good flyer. So I'm going by train again. And we're going the 8:46 to from Union Station, New Haven, to South Station, Boston. There are no changes. and that cost £16, which I think is an absolute bargain. So it takes just over 3 hours. There was a faster train, which would shave an hour off that time, but it was £60 more, and frankly, for the sake of an hour sat reading on a train, I am quite happy to save that money and have a bit more spending money on my holiday. So there is that. And then also that delivery that I was telling you about that came today as well. I opened the box so that I'm not struggling with it for ages. So this, I'm really excited to get in my collection actually. I used to collect these books years ago, and then a couple of years back we needed to move, just life stuff, you know, and I basically sold my library to fund the move, which is why the vast majority of the books that I own currently are on my TBR, because the first things that went for me were books that I'd read or nice collections, because they made the most money. So I was browsing eBay and I saw these, and I had to get them. So it's an author I don't really see mentioned a lot, but he was really prolific. He's an English author, really prolific between the 30s and like 1960-ish. And he wrote thrillers and occult books. And I believe actually that he inspired James Bond. His books did, at least. And that is Dennis Wheatley. And I've got these lovely Heron books. So there's like 40 yards, I think 48 in the set. And I've got 13 here. Sorry, talking too much, too fast. So they're really, really nice editions. Brought out, I think, in the 70s. There's the man himself. So we've got The Car of Gifford Hillary, The Devil Rides Out, which was made into a film with Christopher Lee. I don't know if you have to check that out. The Prisoner in the Mask. These are really good condition, say how old they are. Strange Conflict. The Eunuch of Stamboul. The Haunting of Toby Jug, which is a brilliant book actually. I would really recommend it if you're into sort of haunted house stories. So Toby Jug is he was a wounded airman in, I think, the Second World War, and he goes to stay, I think it was a relative of his, in their house, like this brooding country mansion, and then strange things start occurring. The Shadow of Tyburn Tree, The Satanist, Faked Passports, Scarlet Imposter, The Rising Storm, To the Devil a Daughter, another Christopher Lee film, and The Launching of Roger Brooke. So, really, really lovely books. Yay! And now I need to find some shelf space, which is always fun, isn't it? So yeah, that is it from me for now. Enough ramblings, I think, for one day, and I will speak to you very, very soon. Goodbye!